Do you feel that, despite trying hard, your life still doesn't flow as it should, as if there was something invisible blocking your paths? The truth is that it's not enough to just think positive. The key is to elevate your vibrational frequency permanently. Imagine naturally attracting the right people, opportunities, and inner peace without having to fight against the current. In today's video, I'm going to reveal to you the little talked about secret that can transform your spiritual energy and align you with the life you deserve to live. If you are looking for more clarity, prosperity, and a real connection with the invisible, stay with me until the end. I will show you step by step how to break out of the cycle of emotional ups and downs and build a strong, constant, and magnetic vibration. Get ready to change your energetic presence and activate a new reality. Sometimes life seems like a light dance where everything falls into place. You think of someone and they call. A job opening appears out of nowhere, and even the traffic helps. That's not luck, it's frequency. When a vibration is aligned, the universe responds like an energetic echo. It's not magic, it's tuning. What you emanate comes back. Most live in constant effort because they are out of alignment with their own spiritual energy. Contradictory thoughts, confused emotions, and incoherent actions create a chaotic field. This stops life from flowing. The energetic presence, it becomes fragmented, like a radio trying to tune to several stations at the same time. And the result is noise. To enter the state of vibrational flow, an internal realignment is needed. This starts by observing your thoughts. Are they compatible with what you want? Emotions such as anger, guilt, and fear distort the spiritual perception. They interfere with the ability to receive clear signals from the invisible. And yes, the body as spiritual channel also suffers from this. In practice, this tune requires intention. A simple ritual is the herbal bath with rosemary and lavender to the sound of soft music at 432 Hz. The music is not there by chance. It reorganizes the internal energy. At the end, sit for a few minutes and ask, what am I ready to release? This question opens portals, literally. The practical esotericism teaches us that life returns what we vibrate, not what we desire. You may want peace, but if the frequency is anxiety, what will come is more turbulence, and this is easily proven. Just observe how people who complain constantly attract more reasons to complain. It is pure spiritual physics. The secret is to cultivate a high vibration without forced effort. It's not about forcing toxic positivity, but about aligning thoughts, emotions, and actions as a single beam of light. When you think something, feel it deeply, and act accordingly, a magnetic field is created that attracts the corresponding one. That's it, ancestral wisdom applied to everyday life. This state of alignment creates a bridge with the connection with the invisible, where the signs are clear and the path is fluid. And this is where the journey really begins, because maintaining this vibration is not a one-day task. It is a journey of the soul. But how can we keep this constant, even in the face of chaos in the world? Maintain a high frequency. It's not a one-day feat, it's a daily choice. It's not enough to have a peak of joy on a weekend and expect it to sustain your reality. The spiritual energy, it needs to be cultivated as if it were a sacred fire, fed every dawn. It is living practice, not forgotten theory in books. The true mystic is constant. In a world of distractions, true spiritual discipline is energetic presence. Being able to keep your heart open, even when everything around you screams for you to close it, is living alchemy. It's not about denying the pain, but about transmuting it. This is what we call popular mysticism in action, the ability to transform ordinary experiences into inner gold. A powerful exercise to keep your vibration high is the practice of intentional presence. During the day, take conscious pauses. Take a deep breath, place your hand on your chest and ask, is my vibration now one of love or fear? This simple question adjusts your internal energy immediately, makes the soul lucid in the midst of the whirlwind. No practical esotericism, it is said that the coherence between word, thought, and action creates a spiritual perception, clean and powerful. When there is misalignment, the vibration drops without the person noticing. It's not what you say to the world that matters, but what you whisper inside. It is in the invisible that true vibration is forged. Support an energetic presence. Highness also requires vibrational humility. It's not enough to appear enlightened on social media. You need to be a light in the darkest moments. A practical example is when insulted, bless in thought. When betrayed, be grateful for the learning. Difficult, undoubtedly. But this is where the quantum leap lies. Permanent elevation happens when the body, mind, and spirit become inseparable allies. Your body, as spiritual channel, feels before the mind even understands. Therefore, movements such as conscious yoga or even walks in nature are more than physical exercises. They are vibrational recalibration rituals. And realizing the beauty of living high vibration, even on gray days, the soul expands. But is this wisdom just modern? Or was it already known by ancient civilizations that saw life as an eternal field of dancing frequencies? Let's delve into this ancient wisdom. Ancient civilizations already knew what many modern people still ignore. Everything in the universe vibrates. In Egypt, at the birthplace of alchemy, it was said that each sound, color, and aroma had a frequency, capable of healing or destroying. The ancestral wisdom. I understood that vibration was the secret language between the visible and the invisible. Nothing was by chance, everything was vibrational harmony or disharmony. The famous Kabbalion, a hermetic text, proclaims that nothing stands still, everything moves, everything vibrates. This is not a nice catchphrase, it is a practical description of energetic reality. In India, wise men spoke of spanda, the sacred pulse that keeps everything alive. And for Native Americans, every rock, every river has its own vibrational song. Applying this to practical esotericism today, it becomes evident if your environment has a low frequency, your energetic presence will suffer the impact. Therefore, the place where you live, the type of music you listen to, and even the conversations you have, everything matters. Everything weaves your daily vibrational tapestry. Practices such as shamanic chants, mantra meditation, and dance rituals were not mere pastimes. They were ways to raise the frequency of body and soul, realigning the person with the invisible forces of creation. This type of connection with the invisible, it was treated as vital, as much as eating or breathing. Want to apply this wisdom? Start by creating your sound ritual. Every morning, choose a song or sound that uplifts your soul. It could be Gregorian chant, 528 Hz music, or a shamanic drum. What matters is feeling the vibration resonate in your body, a spiritual channel, preparing you for the day. In ancient times, they knew that the first step to manifesting a desired reality was to vibrate as if it already existed. This knowledge has been lost in the mists of modern materialism, but it is being rediscovered by souls thirsty for truth. And, interestingly, contemporary science is beginning to confirm what the ancients always knew. Could it be that, after all, science and spirituality have always walked side by side, just speaking different languages? Let's see what modern physics has to say about this. Quantum physics reveals that everything that exists is energy in motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Particles appear and disappear like notes in a cosmic melody. Scientists such as Albert Einstein and Max Planck stated that matter and energy are interchangeable. That is, the ancestral wisdom it was, from the beginning, aligned with the secrets of the universe. You are not a solid, fixed entity. It is an energetic presence constantly transforming. Your emotions, thoughts, and intentions emit real waves, capable of affecting the environment and attracting specific realities. This is no longer esoteric talk, it is experimental science. Your frequency is your calling card to the cosmos. Experiments such as the double slit demonstrate that the observer's consciousness alters the behavior of matter. Translation: what you focus on expands. Your spiritual energy, it literally shapes the world around you. So aligning thoughts and feelings is not only important, it's key to creating a purposeful life. No popular mysticism. This knowledge translated into simple practices, prayers, blessings, affirmations. Today, we understand that these actions alter the individual's vibrational field. An easy example: before entering meetings, mentally bless the environment. This practice changes the vibration general, often without anyone consciously noticing. And the good news, your frequency is moldable. It doesn't matter what you experienced in the past. Every conscious choice today is a new vibrational code being written into your soul. Knowing this is liberating. It's the difference between being a victim of chance and being a co-creator of reality itself. Imagine now that knowing all this, you could identify exactly what is shaping your vibration at this very moment. Because that is precisely what we are going to unveil next. Your frequency current is like an invisible perfume that you spread wherever you go. And you know what's curious? It's not big events that shape your spiritual energy. It's the small daily thoughts, the hidden emotions, the words whispered in the mind when no one sees. Life responds more to what is frequent than to what is occasional. Repetitive thoughts are like invisible seeds. If you cultivate constant fear, worry, or criticism, the harvest will be vibrational disharmony, and this directly impacts your energetic presence. On the other hand, thoughts of gratitude, hope, and courage naturally uplift the soul. Not by imposition, but by vibrational consequence. Emotion is the gasoline that drives every thought. An emotionless desire is a dry leaf in the wind. A thought charged with passion or joy creates powerful waves in the subtle field. No practical esotericism, it is taught that each emotion is like a drum beating in the invisible, calling equivalent experiences into your life. Aligned actions reinforce or destroy your frequency. Saying, "I trust," and acting in fear is like trying to light a candle underwater. Vibrational coherence is born when your intention, your word, and your gesture go together. A simple exercise. Before making important decisions, ask yourself, does this strengthen or weaken my vibration? Your spiritual perception, it also influences everything. If you see the world as a field of opportunities and learning, you keep your vibration high. If you see threats around every corner, your energy drops. What you choose to perceive is what you are choosing to vibrate. And remembering this every day is a practice of internal alchemy. Even your physical environment shapes your vibration. Dirty, disorganized, or emotionally charged places drain your energy like a black hole. Therefore, keeping your home clean, scented, and with natural elements such as crystals or plants is more than aesthetics. It is preserving the energetic presence. Now that we know what shapes our frequency, an inevitable question arises. What happens when the vibration drops? How can we resist the challenges, setbacks, and traps of the modern world without losing our own light? Maintain a high frequency. It's like balancing on a tightrope in strong winds. There are forces pulling you down at all times. Negative news, other people's dramas, ego demands. Recognizing these forces without surrendering to them is the first step to true vibrational mastery. Training begins in everyday life, in small choices. One of the biggest saboteurs in spiritual energy is the need for external approval. When self-worth depends on the eyes of others, the vibration becomes unstable like a flame in the wind. The secret: anchor yourself in inner truth. A practical practice. Repeat to yourself every day, I am complete, I am enough, I am light in motion. Emotional relapses are also part of the path. It's not about never falling, but about not staying down. When the vibration drops, the automatic reaction is to blame the world, but the wise man turns inward and asks, where did I disconnect from my source? This is an attitude of spiritual perception, mature and transformative. Another challenge is the so-called spiritual ego, the illusion of vibrational superiority. The person begins to think they are more evolved than others and ironically fall into the trap of energetic vanity. The antidote: vibrational humility. Understanding that we are all on a journey at different paces with our own lessons. Social noise is a silent thief of energetic presence. Desperate crowds, addictive social media, empty conversations, it all sucks away the life force. One solution is the weekly practice of vibrational fasting, a day without news, networks, or heavy conversations. Just silence, art, and nature to recharge the body, a spiritual channel. No popular mysticism. It is believed that remaining silent in times of trial strengthens the vibrational field. So, when you are tempted to react to the chaos, breathe, smile internally and remain silent. This is not weakness, it's pure power in action. A power that realigns your frequency from the inside out. Then, an even deeper question arises. If maintaining a high vibration is so challenging, how can we monitor and correct our energy in a practical way in everyday life? Self-observation is the mirror of the soul. Without it, a person wanders along the roads of life without realizing that they are lost. Observing yourself is simple but powerful. It is noticing your thoughts, emotions, and actions without judging them, just witnessing them. And, in this testimony, the ability to choose new responses and elevate your frequency. Every time you ask yourself, does this raise or lower my vibration? You activate your spiritual perception. This questioning breaks automatic patterns and creates space for new choices. A practical tip: set subtle alarms on your cell phone with questions like, what's my vibe right now? Small reminders that change big destinies. The big trick is not to seek perfection, but truth. The energy of authenticity is higher than that of the mask of perfection. When you admit your vulnerabilities, your energetic presence becomes transparent and powerful. The universe does not respond to those who pretend to be light, but to those who are light, even with scars. No practical esotericism. It is taught that consciousness is the key to all vibrational transformation. There is no point reciting mantras while your heart is at war. It is necessary to unite the verb and the feeling, the gesture and the intention to create a field of internal energy coherent. Without consciousness, all spiritual practice becomes theater. And remember, every small act of self-observation is a seed planted in the soul. Over time, these seeds germinate into wisdom, insight, and vibrational magnetism. Self-observation is the secret garden where true magic blooms. Now, what if we told you that the next step is not fighting to change, but simply allowing yourself to be uplifted? True vibrational mastery is not achieved with brute effort, but with conscious dedication. When you stop resisting, the spiritual energy begins to flow like a river in its natural bed. It's not about giving up, but about trusting the invisible movement of life. Vibrational surrender is the secret that ancient masters whispered among initiates. Be your own master frequency. It's about acting with intention and allowing things to unfold naturally. Don't force, don't accelerate, don't hold back. Just act in the direction of the purpose and deliver the result. A powerful practice? As you begin your day, say, I offer this day to divine alignment. Simple intention changes your entire vibrational field. No popular mysticism. There is the teaching that whoever holds on too much loses. Whoever trusts receives. The connection with the invisible, it strengthens when there is space for magic to operate. A space that is only created when obsessive control is released and the mystery of life is embraced. It's like planting seeds and trusting that they will germinate in due time. This surrender requires courage. Courage to let go of old scripts of fear, control, and despair. Courage to accept that sometimes the hardest path is the one most aligned with your energetic presence higher. Surrender is deep down an act of vibrational self-love, an act of faith in oneself as part of the universal dance. And see, vibrational surrender is not passivity. It is conscious action followed by total trust. He is the warrior of light who acts with focus but leaves the result to the great mystery. When this practice becomes part of your being, mastery blossoms. But are there daily practices to make this vibrational elevation more consistent? Waking up with intention is like adjusting your energetic compass at the beginning of the day. Before looking at your cell phone or diving into the outside world, take a deep breath and declare, "Today, I choose to vibrate at the frequency of light." This small practice creates a shield of internal energy that shapes the experiences to come. Being aware of what you consume is crucial. News, conversations, food, music, everything carries a frequency. Feed on content that elevates your soul, not that poisons your mind. A practical tip? Choose uplifting reading in the morning, such as excerpts from the Tao Te Ching or daily meditations based on ancestral wisdom. Embracing silence and conscious breathing is a balm for the body as spiritual channel. 5 minutes of deep breathing, focused only on the sound of air moving in and out, powerfully recalibrates your vibrational field. Silence, which so many fear, is the space where connection with the invisible, it gets stronger. Speaking truthfully and kindly is a practice of hidden power. Each word is an emission of energy, a vibrational seed planted in the world. Choose words that uplift, inspire, and heal. Before speaking, ask, does this raise or lower the energy of this interaction? With this, your energetic presence will become a balm for anyone who crosses your path. Moving the body with purpose is honoring the body as spiritual channel. Walking in nature, dancing freely, practicing conscious yoga, each movement aligns internal energy with the frequency of life. Remember, the body is not just matter. It is a vibrant temple where the soul experiences existence. Practicing unconditional gratitude is lighting invisible fires around the soul. Not just be grateful for the obvious, but for the challenges, the losses, the difficult lessons. Gratitude instantly elevates frequency, like few things can. Write down at least 5 reasons for genuine gratitude every day. Resting deeply to regenerate vibration is a forgotten pillar in the modern world. Restful sleep, conscious breaks, moments of creative leisure are as spiritual as meditating. An exhausted body cannot sustain a high spiritual energy. Honor your inner temple, and it will reward you with renewed frequency. But even with all these practices, there is an even deeper secret. True spirituality is not about special moments, but about constant integration. Spirituality doesn't just happen in morning meditations or weekend retreats. It reveals itself in the silent choices of the common day. Choosing the light in the midst of chaos is true practical esotericism. It's not about memorizing esoteric theories, but about living them in practice when no one is looking. Daily integration is about maintaining energetic presence firm, even in line at the bank, in heavy traffic, in family conflicts. It is in these moments that the value of your vibration is proven. Ask yourself, how can I be light now, even in this scenario? This question, asked honestly, instantly transforms your frequency. Real spirituality also requires firmness, saying no to what drains, what disrespects, what corrupts your internal energy. It's not being rude, but being loyal to your own vibration. And this, believe me, is more challenging and more powerful than any ceremonial ritual. No popular mysticism, the wise lived with simplicity and intention. They believed that washing a dish could be as sacred as chanting a mantra, as long as it was done with full attention. This vision transforms every action into an act of vibrational alignment. Life stops being divided between the spiritual and the mundane and becomes a sacred whole. And the reflection of this integration is simple. Your external reality changes. People, opportunities, and miracles begin to appear naturally. Because in the end, what you vibrate is what you live. So are you ready to apply all of this and create a new high-frequency life? Now tell me, are you going to continue allowing your vibration to fluctuate according to the winds of life? Or are you going to take charge of yours? Spiritual energy, once for all. The choice is yours, and it starts now. If these words lit something inside you, share this video with those who also need to awaken. Leave a comment telling us which practice you will apply first to raise your frequency, and of course, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss the next secrets about frequency, vibration, and ancestral wisdom. Let's expand this together energetic presence and create the reality that our soul deserves to live.